Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I just got done watching the congressional hearings with the SEC Director of Enforcement and, of course, Gary Gensler. He didn't have the guts to show up himself, so he sent someone else, which goes right in line with the way he has behaved. So I'm going to cover that, but first I wanted to show you this. Link2 has added a new feature in their platform.
Link2's dev team added a new feature to the application, totaling up all the investments we made on the Link2 platform to date. Not too shabby. Head on over to Link2's website, that's linqto.com, to check out the updates made to our desktop version today. The updates to Link2's mobile application have been submitted. However, it takes Apple and Google Play a few business days to complete the request. But again, there's no need to wait. Head on over to our website, that's linqto.com, to check out the updates made to our desktop version that are live right now. Thank you all for entrusting Link2 with your investment needs. Love you mucho.
All right, so that's cool, and I went and logged in to look at it, and I saw the new feature. But they've this week they added Block Daemon, and they should have some Link2, Ripple, Uphold, Bloomreach, BitPay, Dapper, TradeShift, and others on the platform right now. I'll put the link to this in the top of the description. So let's get going. While I was watching the hearing, I was playing around on the internet, and I went and looked at Brad Garlinghouse's likes, and look what he likes. I'd be curious, why did Jed not get dragged into the suit along with the aforementioned players? That's a question a lot of people have been asking, and apparently Brad Garlinghouse is asking it too. Now, before I get into the congressional thing, I wanted to show you this. This is an interesting little thread by Stefan Huber. This is Chris Larsen, current main XRP wallet, and here's the overview of all his wallets. He still holds about 0.5 billion of the original 5 billion XRP. Name another project that isn't that transparent. And then it says, now show us Chris Larsen charity wallet and Arthur Brito private wallet. They're dumping billions of XRP too. He says, sorry, he holds more. He has 1.372 billion XRP left and has already sold 3.628 billion XRP. 570 million in his wallet, 500 million in his wallet, 1.7 million in this wallet. And then this guy says that means if XRP goes to 1,000, he will be worth over $1 trillion. I don't see that happening, bro. And then he says, LOL, this makes sense. I mean, the world does not revolve around Larsen's fortune. And this makes no sense. The world doesn't. I agree with Stefan Huber there. I've always thought that was a ridiculous premise, the whole idea that somehow these people are offended by someone getting wealthy. I do think that in these people's world, including the SEC and all of these powerful people and billionaires and all these people, I do believe that they believe you should pay a toll when you're going to become a trillionaire. And so that could be a lot about what all of this is about, is paying a toll. Now, let's get into this. Before I go into the congressional hearing, I want to make sure you understand. This was done, this Bloomberg crypto, and you got to see the characters to appreciate it. I think that they intentionally put this out at the same time of the congressional hearing. Look at, it's all the cast of characters who we've been talking about. Mike Novogratz was there. Jay Clayton was going to be there. The two senators whose legislation, these are the two Bitcoin maxis whose legislation gives Bitcoin and Ethereum the same free pass that Hinman and Clayton gave it right out of the gate in their legislation, and they won't even comment on any of the Ripple stuff. Well, they're putting these people up on, they were doing a Bloomberg crypto live session right when the hearing started, on the congressional hearing about the SEC started. I don't believe that's a coincidence. Well, right out of the gate, now remember, Brad Sherman's a bad guy, folks. He's always been a bad guy. He was a bad guy before the SEC even sued Ripple. He was running his mouth and saying all kinds of things. So this doesn't surprise us about him. But make no mistake, this guy is a paid hatchet man. His donors, his people are telling him what he's going to say.
The division has determined that XRP is a security and is going after XRP, but for reasons that I'll bring up in questions, has not gone after the exchanges where tens of thousands of illegal securities transactions were occurring.
Okay. Then he said this. Listen to this.
You've gone after XRP because XRP is a security. But you haven't gone after all the major crypto exchanges that process tens of thousands, if not far more, transactions. If XRP is a security, and you think it is, and I think it is, why are these crypto exchanges not in violation of law? And is it enough that the crypto exchanges have said, well, having committed tens of thousands of violations in the past, we promise not to do any more in the future? Is that enough to get you off the hook for enforcement?
So, again, I can't talk about what matters we're looking at or not looking at. We have brought...
Let me tell you that, by the way. He just basically said, okay, well, these people listed XRP, so those were securities, they should go after them. Well, that tells me that when this ruling comes down, if that judge calls XRP a security, that will be when Gary pulls the trigger on going after all of these exchanges. Okay, and that's what I think that they counted on. And what would happen if they were able to then go after the exchanges? The same thing would happen to the exchanges that has been happening to Ripple. Ethereum, because of the free pass, and anything built on Ethereum has been able to proceed forward, including JP Morgan coin, by the way, has been able to proceed forward while Ripple has been stuck in the United States. Well, the same thing would happen if they went after the exchanges that listed XRP. Immediately, those exchanges would be frozen while who comes in? JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. Hey, we do custody now for crypto. We can do it. While Gary Gensler goes after them. You know that's the freaking game plan. Let me write it down. The game plan. That's what it is. He just let the cat out of the bag, in my opinion. That's what they're trying to do. That's why Ripple has to win. That's why all these jerks in crypto that have pretended like they're pro-crypto when they're really just pro-Bitcoin and Ethereum, all of them involved should recognize what's coming.
Exchange cases. We brought one last year against Poloniex. I share your concerns that if securities are...
It's easier to go after the small fish than the big fish. But the big fish operating the major exchanges did many, many tens of thousands of transactions with XRP. You know it's a security. That means they were illegally operating a securities exchange. They know it's illegal because they stopped doing it, even though it was profitable. So if they know it's illegal, and you know it's illegal, and I know it's illegal, I hope you focus on that. And then...
Man, that guy's a bad guy. Here's his donor list. Capital Group companies, Blackstone Group, BlackRock, American Bankers Association, Capital One Financial, Charles Schwab, Credit Union National Association, Discover Financial Services, Deloitte LLP. Vote his butt out. He's a bad guy. Here we go.
Finally, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the one person who is not here this morning, the chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Chair Gensler. But I know he is paying attention. So, Chair Gensler, while I appreciate you allowing Director Graywall to come in before the subcommittee, I can't help but mention your absence and request your attendance.
So he's calling Gensler out. Then we had a hero moment. Look, folks, let me tell you what this was. I'll make a prediction here. Tom Emmer is just put the SEC on notice that when he and his colleagues win the midterm elections, that they're coming for Gary. And my prediction is same as John Deaton's, that Gary's going to quit, because that's what cowards do when they actually have to answer for their cowardly actions.
The SEC isn't interested in clarifying what areas of the crypto industry fall under SEC jurisdiction. We know that because FinHub, that you've referred to, the SEC division focused on crafting crypto regulation, has essentially dissolved under Gensler. Nonetheless, while abandoning good faith attempts to clarify how the Commission's existing authority applies to digital assets, the SEC is hell-bent on expanding the size of its crypto enforcement division and using enforcement to unconstitutionally expand its jurisdiction. Under Chair Gensler, the SEC has become a power-hungry regulator, politicizing enforcement, baiting companies to, quote, come in and talk to the commission, then hitting them with enforcement actions and discouraging good faith cooperation. Understand, sir, there is a new day coming.
There is a new day coming. That's not just shots fired, that's rockets fired. That's a warning. A new day coming. That's a thumbnail, too. That's good stuff. I like it. Go Tom Emmer. And then we have another hero that emerged. That would be Warren Davidson.
Maybe the big ones take too many resources to go after, so you just say, well they'll get a pass?
No, I'm very proud of the work that the 1,300 women, men in my division do. They don't give people a pass. They hold violators accountable.
Okay, let me run a hypothetical scenario by you. Say an SEC official gives a speech at a conference, and the official begins, of course, by stating that, quote, their views are their own and not necessarily those of the commission. Anyone who's ever heard an SEC office official speak would know that this is standard and they would not interpret it, the speech as legal guidance. However, let's say that the SEC official consulted SEC staff and perhaps even ethics directly to assist them in writing speech or giving guidance. Under this scenario, would the written speech still be considered personal views of the individual and not views of the commission?
Respectfully, I can't answer that right now because that hypothetical is a real scenario that's playing out in litigation.
Oh, what litigation would that be?
That would be the Ripple litigation.
Ripple XRP. So is it true that Director Hinman submitted his speech to ethics for approval?
Again, I can't comment on pending litigation.
Oh, that's a bomb right there. That's a nuclear bomb. So he just brought up that what he's referencing there is that, remember, Bill Hinman, the ethics department warned him not to have anything to do with his law firm. He did it anyway because they had ties to the Ethereum Alliance. And that's what he was referencing there. That's a bomb drop right there. Okay, I wanted to show you this because it's something I haven't reminded you of in a while, and I'm going to put a link to this in the very top of the description. There's in the midst, it always happens. Whenever these market downturns happen, the hackers come out, okay? So there's several things that you have to do to protect yourself, and one of them is to have a virtual private network on your computer, which I have one myself. You have, and Pure VPN is this one right here. I'll put the link in the top of this description. They have grab 5 years of Pure VPN for just $10.95, $1.49 a month. They're doing this right now, at least for the summer. So go check that out. You've got to, it's like having an antivirus. You got to have a VPN if you're going to be in crypto, just like having a Ledger Nano S. There's certain things you got to have. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family to go get a VPN. Link in the top of the description. Thank you for